Okay, so toxins from within. If we're talking about the brain, so we talk about, so the first one is the free radicals or the oxidants that we produce as a result of burning up fuel. Homocysteine is another chemical that they're beginning to find out that is produced a lot, again, from processes in the body, but it has been shown to cause heart disease and it's been shown to cause brain damage. Um, B vitamins, it happens a lot in people who are deficient in B vitamins. That's why it's so important to, in addition to whatever you're taking, you want to take B vitamins as well. Stress is a factor too that produces cortisol. Cortisol is a hormone that is meant to, it helps you get up and go. It's produced mostly in the morning so you can get up from bed and get moving. But it's also produced when you're under stress. And if it's at chronically high levels in your blood, in your body, like you're stressed, maybe you're having issues with your spouse, you don't like your job, your kids are giving you problems, you're thinking about it all the time. And I put strain there to say maybe you're just lonely, enjoying your life. There's scientific proof that your cortisol levels are high, and cortisol does high cortisol over a period of time does several bad things to your body, especially to your brain, especially to the part of the brain that deals with memory. Yes, I'm talking about the hippocampus that we showed earlier on. So cortisol actually fries up the cells in the hippocampus that are responsible for memory. So you don't want to stay stressed. You want to ensure that your stress levels are low, your cortisol levels are low, because it's going to cause damage to your brain. Bad bugs, if you've had Lyme disease, syphilis, you've had meningitis before, some of these things tend to linger and they can have infections. But it's not just the bugs themselves. It's not just the bad bugs that come in from the outside, like Lyme disease. There's what is known as an overgrowth. If you're stressed all the time, it affects, we've talked about the microbiome before, we talked about that great secret of life, how the bugs in your gut influence your mental health, influence your feelings of your well-being, feelings of well-beings, or feelings of stress and depression. The bugs in your guts can influence all those. So if you have good bugs and you've got diversity, the bugs are working in balance with each other, you're more likely going to have a healthy mindset and you're going to choose good foods. If you have an overabundance of the bad bugs, and again, that comes from eating bad food. It comes from being stressed all the time, just living an unhealthy lifestyle. The bad bugs tend to gain the ascendancy. So when these bad bugs gain the ascendancy, they produce chemicals or metabolites. And I've heard from scientists that over 50% of the metabolites in your blood actually come from the bugs in your gut. Think about that. 50% of the chemicals that we measure, that scientists measure, don't come from our cells themselves metabolizing stuff. It comes from the bugs metabolizing stuff and producing those chemicals. That is mind-boggling, but that is a scientific fact.